Thankfully, it's not really visible, but there is a pretty big crack here down in the bumper.
Hey, there's a stop just for your muffler, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is the real problem. I think this car is actually cursed. Guys, I think this car is cursed. So let's see. We had the tire go flat. Before that, we had a power steering line explode, and it took me way longer than it should have to fix it because of the fittings and stuff and not being able to find what I needed and having to reuse stuff and making my own line. We could fix the line, and then like 2 or 3 days later, get something that slices my tire, and I have to get a new one put on, which takes a day. I had the car back for 1 full day. And something happened last night. Last night we had an awesome cruise night. I'll overlay a couple of the pictures of it here on the screen. It was a really good time. Huge turnout and a ton of fun with some car friends. We were hanging out. I took this car over there because I'm still waiting on some stuff for the PTGT. I was cruising home at about 10 o'clock at night when a family of 3 raccoons were just chilling in the road. But because there was 3, I couldn't avoid them all. One of them jumped back out in front of me and hit the front end of my car really hard. It was loud inside the car, and I knew for sure something got messed up, and sure enough, you can see right here our bumper actually disconnected right there. It's held on by zip ties because the stock holder things, whatever you want to call them, those little things that go in and lock into place, were completely rusted out when I had to take my bumper off previously. So I did the zip tie mod on that, but you can see a little fur left over right there, and thankfully it's not really visible, but there is a pretty big crack here down in the bumper, and it scraped it a little bit. That's a pretty big crack, but thankfully it's down low, and when you're just standing normally, you really don't notice it at all. You can only see it just like a tiny bit right there. So thankfully it's not much damage, but still just one more thing.
How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You have a license with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
It's in my pocket here.
Where you coming from?
I'm coming from...
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
nice.
my brother.
Where you heading?
I'm just heading home. I live right here
Okay.
with my parents.
How old are you, bud?
I am 22.
22? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, there's a stop just for your muffler, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah. I know it's, the stock one rusted out, actually, and a friend of mine just welded a pipe in so it wasn't hanging.
Okay, so you know about that.
Yeah, I do. I know it's a little loud, and I heard that the inspections were extended.
Yeah, so DMV
so-
with the whole COVID thing going on,
Yeah.
you got inspected. So
Yeah,
get that
I know I have to get
looked
that.
at. Yeah, get that checked, you know, with DMV.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's appointment. You can go in or you can walk in.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
heard
sure.
that you can still go. I know my sister actually went and just had her car done, and you know it was normal. But I got the email and they said it was extended, so I wasn't
Okay.
too worried about it. But
Right.
I know
No,
I
that's
still
fine.
want to get it done. But you know,
Just sit tight, right, bud?
yeah, sure. We got it for the muffler boys.
All right, bud, you're all set, all right?
I
Just make
appreciate
sure you
it.
get that inspection done and get
Yeah.
the muffler checked
No,
out.
absolutely. It's a little loud even for me. Is it really that loud outside? Because
I
I
just
haven't really.
noticed you in the village. when we
Yeah,
went by
yeah.
as well,
I haven't been paying too much attention to it. I just didn't want it hanging, you know. So
Yeah, absolutely.
threw it on just for fun. But yeah, no, I'll definitely
All right, bud.
gotta get a muffler.
Sounds good. Have a good afternoon, all right?
Appreciate it. Yeah, you
Yep.
too.
Gonna turn on this car.
Couldn't break your heart. Is it really love? Can't tear you apart. Is it really love?
Boys are out here chopping corn across the road from us. Even though it's a little noisy, it's kind of fun to watch. Look at them go. This is where food comes from, ladies and gentlemen. This corn is technically for the cows, like the cows eat it. It's for cow feed. Still, food comes from it in the end. Milk and stuff, and cheese and whatever other milk stuff. Pretty awesome. We live in dairy country out here in New York, and it's funny because people hear me say I live in New York and they're like, oh, you big city dude. But no, I hate the city so much, I can't even tell you. I love it out here, man. We live in some beautiful territory here, and there's a lot of New York state that is not New York. I live like 6 or 7 hours from New York City, and I've never been there in my whole life, even though I've lived in New York State my whole life, which is kind of weird. But anyways, guys, I think it's time to have a little talk about the daily. So here's the thing, guys. You know how dearly I love this car. When I got it, it was special because it had been in the family. I had been thinking about getting a winter car and I couldn't really decide what to do next. And when this worked out, it was perfect. And I was able to do my thing with it, make more videos on it like a lot of you had asked, and do a lot with it because it was my car, even though it had been on the channel quite a few times before. We ended up lowering it on Teen Springs, of course, as I always have to do. We put the cool roof rack on it, did the wheels, did a bunch of little stuff to this, did a ton of maintenance to it, and really made it my own. As you guys know, I've always been kind of a WRX and rally kind of fan as well on the side, I guess, and I kind of wanted to express that a little bit with this car since it was like the daily and the adventure wagon, and you know, I wanted to do some fun stuff like that, which we did, and it turned out amazing. As you guys know, it's probably like just the most special looking car to me, even though I love the way the GT looks. So here's the problem. I have more plans and more things I wanted to do to this car and, you know, have fun with it over the future, but this is the real problem. I think this car is actually cursed. Like, actually. Like, recently it's just been having such bad luck. So where do I start? The AC still doesn't work. Gonna need a timing belt. Power steering line blew, and it does have a little bit of rust underneath as it is a northern car. It's not bad, it's still super solid, but enough that, you know, our power steering line rotted out. It's not gonna be the first one to have that happen. It's gonna need other stuff eventually. It's still good now, but I know it's not going to be forever. At this point, I kinda came to that realization. Also, we had a flat tire out of nowhere right after we got the power steering line fixed, which was super bad luck. And also, we just got pulled over again for exhaust in this car. So I think it's cursed. I think it needs to leave. It's not okay. By the way, guys, the pullover could not have gone better. I pulled away from that stop smiling. The only reason I feel like I've gotten pulled over is just so that cops can make sure that I'm not a bad boy. My cars are a little bit conspicuous, I guess, and it happens. It happens with a lot of us, but I've never gotten a ticket. All the times I've gotten pulled over, they've just checked me and ran my ID, and it's all good. And that cop was like super, super nice, like the nicest one probably I've ever gotten pulled over by. And I got it all on film, so I was really happy about how that went. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've honestly been thinking about selling the daily. While it's still worth something, while it's still a solid car, I have other things I want to do. I have other cars that I have ideas for building for the next daily project, I guess, and in place of this. So there would be a new project on the channel if I did sell this car, which would be awesome, and I know that you guys would love it. I have a couple different ideas. We'd have to see what we could work out and what I could find. But is the camera focusing? Oh yeah, it is. This camera's a little funny with focus sometimes. I've gotten used to it, but honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. That's what I've been thinking. This car is cursed now, and you know, I don't want to say it made me lose incentive or made me lose any of the love that I have for it, because it's still going to be super, super sad if I do sell it, if it goes to a new home. But I've honestly been thinking about it. This car still, right now, it books for like around, I think, 3 grand, and it's definitely worth all of that. Before I sell it, I would definitely be throwing a new timing kit in it, and I would also be getting our ground issues fixed and or our TIPM, and making sure everything is like 100% before I sell it, because that's what I'm all about here. I don't want to sell something if I know that it has an issue. I want it to be, you know, as solid mechanically as it could possibly be. That's why Project Vert has taken way longer than I originally thought it would, because I would rather take the loss and really take my time on it, make sure it is perfect, rather than sell somebody a car that, well, has issues. So that's genuinely what I've been thinking. The PTGT we're going to be continuing to work on, especially once winter comes, the snow flies. Right now, I kind of came to the reality that, like, shoot, there's only so much summer left right now, so I might as well enjoy it, do other stuff, enjoy the car as it is right now, do some little stuff to it, and really work on it, you know, once the snow flies and I can't really drive it anyways. So also now would be the time to sell this. This would honestly probably be the best time of year to get this car 100% and get rid of it and sell it and move on. You figure because we could build our new daily before the weather gets really cold and do all that stuff. And I think it would just be better for me too, because I want something that I know is going to be really solid for a daily driver. It's kind of like an anxiety trigger almost when you have a car that you know could break and has all kinds of issues or could potentially have issues in. And not that this car will potentially have issues, but it's a 140,000 mile car. It's not new. It'd be nice to get something a little bit more solid so that I could keep it for longer, but I don't know. We'll see. This is just stuff that's been on my mind, and I wanted to talk to you guys first and see what you guys thought. So let me know down in the comments, and also by hitting the thumbs up button, what you guys think of this idea. I know a lot of you guys will say no, keep the daily, because it is awesome, and I honestly love this car. It will make me very sad to have to get rid of it, but I know I can't take on another project right now, and if I did sell this, we could do something really cool or the new daily, and I don't know, I just feel inside like it might be time to move on. And even if I did decide to do this, it would probably be another month or two before the car like officially left, and we would be making a few awesome videos on it before then too. So I don't know, we'll see. Just gonna do a little off-roading here. Oh, we scraped. I gotta admit, for how slow this car is, it sure is fun. That's another thing, guys, is this won't be like the last PT Cruiser we build on the channel or anything. You guys know that these cars are like home for me. I love them very much, and I have ideas to build other ones and to do all kinds of crazy stuff with cruisers in the future on the channel. So this isn't the end of the cruiser era or anything like that. I just want to do something different for the daily. It's my idea right now, and I feel like now would be the best time to do it. Also, another thing is this car is really slow. Not that it's bad, but it's just not super fun. Not as fun as it could be for that reason. It's not a GT, it's not turbo, it's a 2.4 liter with 140,000 miles NA, and it's just not a very quick, fun car. It's fun to drive around and cruise in, but you step on it, all you get is a lot of noise. I talked about before maybe trying to make this car a little faster and just kind of testing the waters and seeing what potential that the NA cars have, I guess, that the NA cruisers have, that is. And I don't know, there's not really a ton of potential for the money that I would spend on it. You can tune it, you can do some things like that, do a few more bolt-ons than I have done, but you're only gonna get it so quick, you're only gonna get it so fun without it being a GT, because the GTs are like a completely different car. So again, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section about this idea, and again, smash that thumbs up button if you did enjoy, and if you like this little update on the car. I hope the video wasn't too short, but I hope you guys enjoy. I had to keep you guys up to date on the latest of the Cursed Daily, and with the pullover and everything. I just thought it was too funny not to put in a video, and I'm probably the only person who has gotten pulled over this much in a PT Cruiser because of the way that it's modified. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching this quick little video, and stay tuned for a lot more on this and whatever else is going on in the future. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that bell so you can keep up on the latest and what we end up doing. Again, guys, thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching this quick little video. You rock. God bless you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.